This is related to the third argument. Democracy provides a method to deal with differences and conflict. The meaning of this point is that with the help of democracy, whether people belong to different community or different caste, they come together and whatever the conflicts they have, it can be solved through democracy. In any society, people are bound to have differences of opinion and interest. Every individual is different from one another. Okay, so obviously their opinion will be different. So hence democracy solve this issue, that is conflict or conflict on the basis of opinion and interest of the people. These differences are particularly sharp in a country like ours, which has amazing social diversity. So if there is a social diversity, means different community live together, there will be a conflict. People belong to different regions, speak different languages, practice different religions, and have different castes. So this is the one reason why there is a conflict in our country. They look at the world very differently and have different preferences. They even look at the world in a different way and have different choices. The preferences of one group can clash with those of other group. So obviously if one community support any decision, the other community will not support, because every people or every people is different from one another. How do we resolve such a conflict? The conflict can be solved by brutal power. Whichever group is more powerful will dictate its term and others will have to accept that. But that would lead to the resentment and unhappiness. Different groups may not be able to live together for long in such a way. So if one community will dominate the other community, it won't work, right? So in order to solve this conflict, there should be some solution. Let's see what is the solution. Democracy provides the only peaceful solution to this problem. In democracy, no one is permanent winner. So one of the reason why the conflict can be solved, it will be because of the democracy, because it provides the only peaceful solution in this problem. And in democracy there is no permanent winner. If one party win an election, it will rule for 5 years, and again 5 years the election will conduct. It is not necessary that the same party will win, the other party can also win. So this is one of the advantages of having a democracy. No one is permanent loser. Different groups can live with one another peacefully. In a diverse country like India, democracy keep our country together. So because of democracy, all the people, whether they belong to any community, they live together peacefully. These three arguments were about the effects of democracy on the quality of government and social life. But the strongest argument for democracy is not about what democracy does to the government. It is about what democracy do to the citizens. So the main agenda or the main objective is to look after the needs and requirement of the people, because without people a democracy cannot exist. So in order to work a democracy in a country, people's happiness and their peaceful living should be taken more consideration. Even if democracy does not bring about better decision and accountable government, it is still better than other forms of government. Democracy enhances the dignity of citizens. So democracy enhances the dignity of the citizen. That means it gives the certain rights, the importance to the every citizens who live in our country. Okay, so this is one of the advantages to having a democracy in a country, because it enhances the dignity of the citizens. It respects the citizens whether they belong to rich section or the poor section or from any caste. So democracy helps the people to live in a better way, because without people a democracy cannot work.